How's it going? How you doing? Let's do another pickacard. And today is going to be a different one. It's going to be then and now, what changed. So that could be interesting. That could be surprising. Let's stay cool. Let's not be triggered. It's just tarot, as I like to say. So 2 pounds, and then we develop, and then we see how it goes. I have no idea. It might work, might not. God knows, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. So pound number 1, then and now, what changed. 4 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Well, interesting. So maybe at the time they trying to make an offer to you. Maybe you didn't see them. Maybe you were focusing on somebody else or something else. Maybe you were in a different context. Maybe you were at work and you were not in that kind of state of mind. It's very possible that you were, kind of looking here when they were there, or vice versa. Then you could have seen them, and then again, they probably were busy somewhere else. At the end of the day, it was not happening. The thing is, the potential here is a 10 of Cups, which is absolutely stunning. It's an idea of happy ever after. It's an idea of harmony, serenity, building a plan for the future. I mean, it's really phenomenal. It's absolutely beautiful. Very romantic as well, right? It's a lot of cups altogether. It's only cups. So now, what's happening? Well, they procrastinate. They kind of still thinking about you. Doesn't always mean procrastinating per se, but there's nothing happening really. And they kind of daydreaming of what could have happened, what if, what if, what if. Let's see what's happening now, right? Yeah, they have a lot of feelings for you. They still have, butterfly, and it can be male, female, doesn't matter. But there is an idea of keeping a distance, keeping you at bay, because if you've been, not even seeing them, not even, focusing on them, then they may have felt rejected. Therefore, they don't feel like they're ready to engage anytime soon. They're kind of backing off. Maybe that could change, who knows? Yeah, eventually, what they see in you is an inspiration. They see that you carry on no matter what. You, everything you have is because you had to fight for it. So you're on a mission. You're very much focusing on your money as well, on your career, on your independence. But you definitely represent someone who, no matter what, carry on and also keep an open heart. So even though they may have felt rejected at the time or not seen, they still have the hope that you should actually keep an open heart no matter what. So you inspiring them, but you also show that you're self-sufficient. You don't really need anyone, and that's probably why at the time you were not really even measuring them at all. You were just doing your thing, period. That's what you do. That's what you do. Yeah, they're watching you now because they keep a distance again from you, wishing to be with you, don't get me wrong, but they're thinking as well, maybe I should do the same and focus on my career, focus on my financial balance, but not really entertain any relationship. So I think that's more or less where we stand now, is that idea of status quo. Nothing is really moving at the moment. And I think it's still a little while before anything happens. Maybe the movement had to come from you, I would say, if you're interested, because they kind of, stepping back and focusing on building the career, maybe in order to impress you in some ways, or maybe just having something in common at the end of the day. But at the moment, I would say they're backing off, they're kind of recuperating and recovering from being a bit either rejected or completely ignored. Oh boy, interesting, I would say. So, part number 2, then and now, what's happening? Okay, so 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, Temperance. Oh, mamma mia. Well, it's quite straightforward here. We have an end of a cycle for sure, completion. The thing is, at the time, then there was definitely an ending, a lot of suffering, a lot of betrayal maybe as well, very tough, but that obviously both of you, that allow you to become the best version of yourself. That's how you know what you're made of. That's when you learn about resilience. You don't learn about who you are by having, the great time of your life. The 10 of Wands is also the end. There's definitely ending here as well. It's an idea as well of rediscovering what you want for yourself and not taking care of everybody else, and not neither taking too much responsibility that don't belong to you, right? So it's refocusing on yourself. Of course, we know that after 10, you have obviously an ace of swords and an ace of wands is a brand new beginning. So that's what was happening a long time ago, maybe a few years ago even, that it was an ending and you both need to go through that, and then you have to digest the lesson. Because ending is fine, you get rid of stuff, but then what do you do to replace what was there? Do you want to replace what was there at the end of the day? There is an idea of now that you are meant to be. It's written. It's you just have to digest those lessons. You also have to balance a little bit your emotion. You might have to start piano, one step at a time. Testing the temperature of the water in some ways, and then you can actually build on it. It's not something. Oh yeah, that's it. We know that's it. We go for it. Yes, it's an idea of restarting or even starting something. Maybe you needed to finish something with someone else in order to be available for each other. Very possible. Interesting. So, yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. So, the Ten of Pentacles, again, another 10, is an idea of like you meet, you recognize each other, and then there's an idea of backing off for a while, not being communicating for a long time. That can really feel like it's been a long time, to be fair, because you have to become the best version of yourself, and then you can reconnect, and this time you can be, oh my god, a powerhouse, a power couple. You can co-create children, businesses, success, abundance, you name it. And seriously, something even bigger than yourself, something like a legacy for the rest of the world. So it's very impressive. But there was an idea at the time you needed to finish something, now you need to digest, and now we can have something more congruent, right? Here we go. So Six of Swords is leaving the darkness, which was the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, moving and transforming towards peace and serenity. And it's number 6, of course, so it's number of love, but the mind had to agree with the heart and be in alignment and be congruent. So it's a movement forward. So now there's a transformation. They're moving towards you, you're moving on together, you're moving in together. It's an idea of now we're ready for accomplishment, and huge one. So it's absolutely stunning. It was worth waiting for, my dear. Absolutely. Because when you get to that level of serenity and magnificence, what is not to like? Beautiful. That's it. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.